It's a given that in life we are going to meet a lot of obstacles. We will come across curvaceous ways. Life is not a straight line between 2 points. Troubles are guaranteed that they will happen in our lives. However, it becomes even more painful when you put things in your own way of your success. So, in this short message, I would just like to unpack 4 things that you should be aware of that you might be putting in your own way of success. Until you deal with those 4 things, then probably you will remain stuck in the same position. My name is Botaki Hlalele from Dreams Made Possible. We are here to unleash your potential so that you can reach the maximum value that you have inside yourself. Let's start with the first one. The first one is feeling unworthy. It might be that you feel that you are not important, or you feel that you are not enough, or you are not deserving of good things that should come to your life. There might have been a lot of things that happened in your life. Maybe you had been abused. Maybe you had been ill treated. Maybe some people have just shut you down every time that you tried to speak. And all those things would have led you to a point where you think that you are worthless. And you might think that you need a lot of money for you to feel worthy. So that's why we're saying your self-worth and your net worth are not necessarily correlated. There are people whose net worth might be high, but they still feel that they are not worthy within themselves. There are people who are brave enough to face life to say, irrespective of the amount of money I have in my bank account, even if it's closest to zero, I still feel that I am worthy because I'm a gift and I'm a gift of God. So, work around your feelings of unworthiness by just looking at a few things. Affirm yourself. Reframe your experiences. Look at those things that you have as assumptions about your life and challenge those assumptions. And you might find that those assumptions are not true about yourself. You don't need many likes from other people on social media. The first like that you give to yourself is enough for you to know that you are worthy. You are a gift. There is nothing that is missing from your life. So continue with your life and change that and remove that first obstacle that stands in your way of being great. The second aspect that I would like you to look at that might be standing in your way is the whole issue of procrastination. Procrastination is nothing else other than putting backwards things that you should be doing today. You always delay and delay if you have to do something. Yes, there's a point where it becomes important to delay certain things so that you apply your mind. But here I'm talking about chronic procrastination. That's when it becomes so natural and ingrained in you to move things from one year to the next and from the other year to the next. Actually, I saw a post of a friend on Facebook where he said, 6 years later, some people are still thinking. So you cannot be in a thinking corner for 6 years. You have to act and take things to the next level. Unfortunately, human beings have got this psychological preference of focusing on things that are less important at the expense of things that are important. So you have to look at that and change your approach to how you do things. Things will never start on their own. You'll have to start them one way or the other so that you can start to change your life. So deal with procrastination and do things that are necessary to do. Learn to differentiate between what is important and what is not important. Learn to differentiate so that you are able to focus on first things first and don't waste time with those things that deserve to be attended first. The third reason why we stand in our way, or the reason why you might be blocking your own future, is the whole question of impatience. We are bombarded on a daily basis by social media. You know, there are people who just live on Instagram. There are people who now live on TikTok. And the thing is, when people tell you their stories, the reality is they tell you what they want you to hear. Equally so on social media. People will go out and show you the good side of their story, but they will never tell you the other struggles that they have. So you've got two types of people, just using social media as an example. You've got those people that are a real deal, that are achieving the real success, who will be honest with you and say, it took me a long time. I had to navigate and go through the big waters for me to arrive at where I am. It did not just happen at an instance. Those are not the microwave mentality type of people. But also, on the other hand, you've got the microwave mentality people who demonstrate to you or sell this wrong idea that whatever that they have achieved it so quickly, and they will even assist you. But most times, at a huge financial expense for you to reach out your goals. So what I'm saying to you, remove the obstacle that you put in your life of being impatient and wanting to achieve everything today. The mistake that we do as people is that we want to assist the universe to speed up things on our behalf. I personally believe, and I have learned from the stories of other people, that once your plans are in place and you have crossed all T's and dotted all I's, and you put it out there in the universe and you add faith to it, your things will ultimately come to fruition. So learn to be patient, because impatience is just one way in which you stand in your way of reaching your purpose and success, or becoming the greater version of yourself. The last one, and when I say 4, there might be many, but I just want to pick up this 4. The last one is the whole aspect of self-interest. How many of us want to be the first to wear this, to be the first to drive this, to be the first to achieve this? We prioritize ourselves beyond everything around us, to a point that what matters is just our goal. We don't care what happens in the process of achieving that goal, because we put ourselves at the center of everything. Unfortunately, life is not structured that way. We are interdependent type of people. Imagine how many enemies do you create if you push everyone to the side just because you want to achieve and become the best thing within the sea of poverty. No. When you start to work with people and collaborate with people around a certain goal, make sure that all of your value system is aligned, and whatever that you want to achieve is going to benefit the other people. But once you separate yourself and you compromise everyone at the expense of what you want to achieve, so that every other person fails, then you are setting yourself up for failure. Life is not about just self-interest. Life is about your interest and the interest of those around you, so that you can all grow together. So be careful of those 4 elements that you put in our ways. Just as a form of recap, you're feeling unworthy. Number 2, procrastination. Number 3, impatience. Number 4, self-interest. Take care of those things, and you will realize that slowly and slowly, gradually, you will remove all the obstacles that you put in your own way, which is not a wise thing to do, because already you've got obstacles that nature will throw upon you. If this content resonates with you, click on the link below and follow us. And as in the coming weeks, we'll share with you some of the programs that we are running that will assist you to be able to achieve the type of life that you deserve.